Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on specials for cooler weather, like cute boots and booties starting at $27.99. And warm new coats for all, 50 to 60% off. And get cafe-style coffee at your fingertips with select Nespresso bundles for only $124.99, now at Macy's. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in store. Or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
You can tell when your car battery's dying. But with your water heater, you'll never know until it starts leaking. Before you buy another tank, consider a Navien tankless water heater. No storage tank to heat or leak. Lower energy bills and endless hot water for spa-like comfort. All backed by Navien's strong warranty. If your water heater is over 8 years old, it's time to check out Navien at tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. Hey, you want to know if your favorite businesses are open during the coronavirus quarantine? Well, now you can. And also, if you are a business who wants to get the word out that you're still open, We're Open Seattle lets you search for businesses near you that are currently open. Plus, local businesses can create an account, add their businesses to the list, and include any notes about what their business is currently doing. You want to be part of this? You want to get involved? It's simple. Businesses, just go to KISW.com/We'reOpenSeattle. That's where you can get the information about businesses near you that are open. And if you're a business, that's where you can go join the list so people can know about what you're doing. KISW.com/We'reOpenSeattle.
Let's play Beat Migs.
I will beat anyone that calls in to play the game. He's smarter than you. He'll make you look lame. 60 seconds on the clock. You're going down and I'm gonna rock. It's time to play the game. Yeah. So everybody scream his name. Beat Migs. Don't be a loser. Whoa. Beat Migs. You're a loser.
It is time to beat Migs, and we've made it to Friday. Oh yeah! Look, Danny's jumping. Oh my gosh! Oh good. Friday.
We had a text earlier and we never addressed it, but I wasn't paying attention. Did Danny jump earlier this morning? Because neither one of you guys said Danny was jumping, and the texter was a little worried about his day.
I don't know. I think Danny.
I don't think he was jumping.
I
earlier.
was jumping.
100%.
Were you?
We just haven't noticed, huh?
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess
The texter's been waiting since 6:50 to know whether or not Danny jumped.
Oh no.
Yeah, Danny did jump, and he jumped. That was our bad for not informing you. We were distracted, apparently.
Blame the Rona.
There may be a lot of things that I'm unsure, but I will always jump on Fridays.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Good to know.
That's, you know what? Boy, the world just wouldn't be the same without Danny jumping on Friday.
A texter was worried about that.
Yeah, I can understand why.
There's a lot to be worried about in this day and age.
Yeah,
and that's definitely number one.
But what's keeping the world together is they know that, well, with everything we're losing, at least we haven't lost Danny jumping.
Exactly.
Yeah,
absolutely.
This
person said, remind me, I'm going to be stuck in a perpetual worried now because I didn't know if Danny was jumping. I demand to know. Please put my mind at ease. Damn it. Did Danny jump?
And sorry it took this long, but he jumped jumped then, and he jumped now.
Oh, those are two different texts. I thought that was the same person.
Two people. We got at least two people who are worried.
Wow, Danny.
Fantastic.
Your jumping is affecting the world.
It's true.
Yeah.
And the lack of explaining it, he was jumping, is also ruining the world.
Yeah, it is.
You guys failed as broadcasters.
Yeah, we did.
Come on, guys.
Almost as we're not. We hope to get to your level someday.
No, I'm always failing, but that's what is expected of me.
That's true. We pay you to speak and fail. Is that
Right.
the new thing on your business cards?
I give what is expected of me.
Yeah, you do.
Well, you have one job, to say whether or not Danny is jumping.
It's my only job. You're right. It's the only reason I came in today.
Right?
Let's get to our contestant today. Oh, we've got him. Dakota in Kirkland.
He's back.
What?
Dakota, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Oh, the history of Dakota.
Yes.
See?
First time we ever had Dakota on, he got a big old fat goose egg, and you laid into him for about a half hour.
He was making a lot of excuses for his goose egg, and I didn't like it.
Yep. The next time we had him on, you had what, 4 correct?
I think that, yeah.
Yep. So
Did he win or lose on the last one?
I think he still lost,
Okay.
but it was better. It was a better loss.
Yeah.
Are you quarantined right now, Dakota? Are you stuck at home?
No, I'm actually at work in Kirkland, right next to the Evergreen Health Center.
Oh, whoa, dude. You are right next to where it all went down.
Should we even talk to
Yeah,
him?
it's the big old.
Yeah.
construction site.
Steve's right, Dakota. I don't think we can socially distance ourselves far enough from you. I hate to say this.
Can you cover your mouth when you answer the questions?
Okor.
All right, perfect.
What's he playing for today, Steve?
Tickets to check out Candlebox in October. October 3rd, they're playing at the Paramount Theater. Go to KISW.com for all the details. You want to see Candlebox? Get your tickets now at Ticketmaster.com.
All right, Steve, get out of here. For those playing at home, Dakota will have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. Dakota, you can pass all you want, but you will only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I don't know. I might as well start.
All right, buddy. Go for it.
What year of the late 80s saw the release of the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
86, 87, 88.
88, yes. Woo! What is the capital of Russia?
Moscow.
Yes. What color is the robot from the Android operating system logo?
Silver, gray, black.
No. Katy Perry is having a baby with which actor?
Chris Hemsworth.
No.
Pass.
In 1982, which singer with a food name released Puttin' on the Ritz?
Pass.
Yellowstone National Park extends to which mountain range?
Rocky Mountain.
Yes. How many seasons did Tom Brady play for the Patriots?
28, 29, 30.
No. Which Batman villain is also known as Harvey Dent?
Ooh, Two-Face.
Yes. Who was Jennifer Aniston married to from 2000 to 2005?
Pass.
Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg starred in which 2015 movie?
Ooh, the other guys?
No. 1, 2, 3, 4 correct.
Oh, he was close, wasn't he?
Yeah. I mean, there was like 2 movies that they've been in,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that one.
It was. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Darn.
Yep.
Dang,
How
that's
many
a
did I
bummer.
get?
You got 4 correct, so you're staying consistent, sir.
All right, Dakota. It's better than nothing.
It is better than nothing. I just have a feeling that Steve's going to make it happen on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the social distancing from the brain to the mouth, maybe that'll work in Dakota's favor at this
Here he
point.
comes. He looks like a professional. Look at him.
Hey, Steve, you look like a professional.
Looks like a champ.
That's right. Got a text that says, hey, Steve, can you guys give a happy birthday to Mark Allen Lee, first Navy SEAL that was killed in Afghanistan. Rest in peace.
Rest in
So
peace.
doing the
Rest
game
in
today,
peace,
for him.
brother.
Win or lose?
There you go.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Oh, yes.
What year of the late 80s saw the release of the film Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
1989.
No.
1988?
Yes.
Nice.
What is the capital of Russia?
Yeah. Moscow.
Yes. What color is the robot from the Android operating system logo?
Green.
Yes. Katy Perry is having a baby with which actor?
Lady Gaga.
No, that'd be cool.
Tom Clancy.
No? He's an author, man.
The guy.
The guy. What guy?
Tom Hardy?
No. In 1982, which singer with a food name released Puttin' on the Ritz?
Oh, I love that song. Taco.
Yes. Yellowstone National Park extends to which mountain range?
Cascades.
No.
Rockies.
Yes. How many seasons did Tom Brady play for the Patriots?
20.
Yes. Which Batman villain is also known as Harvey Dent?
Two-Face.
Yes. Who was Jennifer Aniston married to from 2000 to 2005? No.
Oh.
It was Jennifer Garner anyway.
Brad Pitt.
Yes. Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg starred in which 2015 movie?
Daddy's Home.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You win 924.
Oh, sorry, Dakota.
Can I get a recount?
Yes, 924. I just counted again. 1, 2, 3. Yep, only 4.
One more time.
All right. Well, see you next time. See you next time. At least he was the same.
Yeah.
He didn't lose ground.
Yeah.
He hasn't regressed. He hasn't got better, but
And he got
hasn't
to
regressed.
all of the questions?
Has he plateaued?
At this point, yes.
I think so.
We'll have to see if he
One
can
more
rise
time
to the
to
occasion.
see if he can figure it out.
You knew a lot of them today, Steve, but you
Thank
didn't
you.
know who put a baby in Katy Perry.
Orlando Bloom.
Yeah.
That's right. I couldn't think of
Those are
it.
going to be some beautiful babies,
I
man.
couldn't
Tom
think of
Holland. That's who I was thinking of.
Oh, Spider-Man?
Spider-Man.
No, that wasn't who I was
Yeah,
thinking
okay.
of.
That's who Tom Holland is.
Who's that like handsome Tom guy?
Tom Cruise?
Oh, is he thinking of Loki?
Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
Tom Hiddleston.
Tom Hiddleston is who he's thinking of. And Tom Hardy is a handsome guy,
Tom
too.
Hardy is who I was
But
thinking of.
Hiddleston
Well, you
is
did
also...
say Tom Hardy, and I said
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, you already said Hardy. You thinking of Loki?
I don't know anymore. I'm not sure who I'm thinking of.
No, that's well, yeah.
Is it even a Tom?
So, look, Katie wouldn't be... I don't think she wouldn't throw any of them out of bed, I don't think.
No, probably not. Congratulations, Steve. You won with 9 correct.
Oh, good job, Steve. Call number 9. Guess what that means? You're getting tickets to see Candlebox at the Paramount Theater.
And also get some chiclets as well.
Would you like some chiclets and some ticklets? Call number 9, 206-421-ROCK. Congratulations, caller number 9.
Oh, our friend over at Q13 posted a good tweet. I'm curious what you guys have to say about this. She said, Liz DeWicki, our friend over there.
Oh, she's a bud.
She says, shout out your favorite local, Seattle, Tacoma, wherever restaurant that you've gotten takeout from this week, or are you going to plan on picking up from this weekend?
Oh, actually, I'm going to do so. Joey D's just brought it up because he's playing board games with me and Sarah and J-Rubs this weekend. We're doing the family thing, and he's going to go to Saffron Grill, a great Indian restaurant up by Northgate.
We did it yesterday. I was just not feeling all that great. My wife knows in order to spirits, any kind of takeout food will make me happy. So she's like, you can get some takeout tonight. I'm like, yes. Like, that instantly
what
makes
a
me
nice
happy
wife.
person. So
Yeah.
we hit up Rose Garden in Puyallup. Great Chinese food.
And did it pick up your spirits? Did you feel better?
Hell yeah.
Isn't it great that something simple like that can make you smile?
When in doubt, General Tso's chicken will make me happy any day of the week.
Yeah.
It goes weird though, walking in there and you just they have like a table stopping you from getting too inside of the restaurant, and it's just like,
really?
You stand here, give us your card, give you your food. They had the mask on, gloves on. It was just it was eerie in a sense. You know what I mean? Like, I know why you're doing it, and I get it, and I'm glad that we could still contribute to hopefully keeping these restaurants open, but it's weird.
All right. Anybody else in this fine place do some takeout?
I'm probably going to be holed up at my parents' house, and we always go to Japan Teriyaki in Lake Stevens, and it's so good. Always with the chicken teriyaki with the veggie tempura.
Oh,
yeah. Ooh, get that tempura.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to go to Srivali tonight in West Seattle. It's a Thai place right there on California Avenue. And then tomorrow we're going to do Coastline Burgers for lunch.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pushing Saturday for Trapper Sushi.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
The weather's supposed to be nice, so if you can find a remote place, it'd be nice to do a little picnic somewhere as long as no one's around you.
Yeah, I'll just get one of those giant tape off sections. Like, I'm socially distancing myself from everybody.
I mean, that's what I'm hoping is that, granted what we saw in Alki, the pictures that Danny showed us, people are not socially distancing. And I know the weather's great and it's beautiful to be out, but if you know there's going to be a bunch of people where you are, that's not the place to go. You can go outside as long as there's not a lot of people around you.
What about you, Rev?
There's a place in Tacoma called Pomodoro. It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh, yeah.
And it's where I would go for our Valentine's Day stuff. But this weekend, they're doing one of my favorite dishes, which is a potato chip encrusted stuffed halibut.
What?
Oh, man. This was the first time when we went. It was our Valentine's, the wife and I, our meal. And, it's fantastic. So we're going to be getting that for takeout.
And I don't think that's very Italian. I think that's just a great creation.
It's just an amazing creation.
Potato chips on anything is always good.
Yeah, right.
Really? You can't go wrong with that. Oh, nice.
Nice.
There you go. It did put a smile on your face. You get some takeout. When Joey brought that up, I'm like, yeah, all right, let's do that. I like Indian food. Let's do it.
Our bud Brada Gomes on Twitter, he just said shout out to Kauai Family Restaurant in Georgetown, South Seattle. I got the pork adobo with fried rice. and chicken katsu. It's the best comfort food ever.
Ooh, katsu. Brother Gomes is a good friend of the show.
He always brings that Loco Moco.
I know Loco Moco is so good. That's the one thing I'm missing because I don't know the next time I'll get to Bothell, but I always get that at Zulu's Board Game Cafe. I think they're still open too. So if you're up near Bothell and you want a good Loco Moco, they got that for breakfast, I think. Oh, it's good.
No, it's good to see. Like even like on KSW.com, we have the We're Open page.
That's a great idea.
Restaurants and places that are still up and running, so you could. Because some of these places, man, this is like the death blow, and that's awful. And I get not being inside of there, and I think it's smart for people not to. But if you can help out by doing some curbside pickup or whatever it may be, every dollar does help. I know I want to give a shout out to our buddy Ethan HD, who has Destiny City Comics in Tacoma.
Great
place, and it's an awesome place. And they've had to change their hours, and they're offering also like some delivery for people that are nearby on certain amount of orders of over $25. And they also do curbside pickup as well. Granted, they're not a restaurant, they're a comic book store, but they're all being hit by it. The bookstore right next to them is being affected by it. The record store as well. So, I mean, it's kind of an uncharted territory for a lot of us. Like, what's going on right now?
It surely is, and for at least until mid-April, we're going to be living like this. So, if we can figure out a way to get stuff done and keep people in business, that would be a wonderful thing. And doing the takeout's a great idea. Do we know if Starbucks is open in our building? I know they're closing some of them, but they're going to keep some Starbucks open. And I'm always wanting to go get my coffee, so I'd be glad to give any coffee joint a business if they got it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. I know Westfield Shopping Center, they shut down.
So did Bellevue Square, Tacoma Mall, Northgate. All the malls have shut down. So I know the stores. And that was I wanted to make sure because there's a restaurant that opened up just in Bellevue Square, and they're delicious pot pies. And it's a place called Gestures. And I knew, I had to go get some stuff, and I'm like, I'm going to make sure I get some takeout from those guys because that was the last day they were going to be open because they have an entrance inside. Mm-hmm. There's no way to get to them. Like some restaurants at least have outside entrances, so if they're mall restaurants, they can still stay open. But those inside joints, they're done. They're closed.
How are them froyo places going to work these days?
Yeah,
that's my jam,
dude. I know.
But I don't know what I can do.
I got to see if Menchie's in my town is okay. I mean, they might.
That's a lot of people touching things. I can understand why they'd be like,
oh yeah,
maybe they'll. I don't know what the hell's going on.
You're right, because you got to go do your own thing.
Salt and Straw, they wouldn't give you a waffle cone. They'll give you the ice cream in a cup, and but they don't.
Oh, it makes sense.
It's everything and no samples.
Oh, no samples.
So you got to go in knowing what you want.
Wow. Well, yeah, okay, the whole thing's changed now. The whole game's changed.
It's a tough time to live right now, man.
Yeah, it really is. It is time for Listeners on the Loose. This is where you get to pick the topic. You get to guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. What do you want to talk about? Whatever it is, the floor is yours. We got your calls. We got your texts at 917 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
I need a change. You've been cold to me too many times. You're wasting money. You're a leaker. So I'm replacing you with a new Navien tankless water heater. No more cold shoulders, no more leaks. Just spa-like comfort and Navien peace of mind. And I want you out today.
When you're ready for a change, ask your plumber about Navien or visit tanklessmadesimple.com.
Count on Navien.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. It's pretty simple, man. You can socially distance from somebody, but with us, we'll connect you. You can talk with us, and we'll be your friends like we care about you.
Forever.
Forever, man. We're as close as your smart speaker, as your smartphone, wherever the hell you listen to us, even on one of them old-fashioned radios. You know what? We'll be your friend while you're distanced from everybody else. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. But remember, even though we're your friend, Steve still has a rule for being his friend.
That's to show some energy and bring it. Otherwise, we'll have to gong you, disinfect you, and then say goodbye.
Goodbye, old friend.
That's Steve's way of getting you to shelter in place. That's really what he's doing. Chuck in Camino Island, you are on The Rock.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Chucky, what's up, buddy?
Well, the other day, Sarah was talking about really liking miniature things.
Oh, yeah, she loves tiny things. Yeah, like little this, little that, whatever it is. If it's a smaller size of anything, she loves it.
A couple of years ago in Victoria, I was up there, and they have this place called the Miniature Museum, and they have all these little dioramas of historical events reenacted by these little figurines.
What?
That is fantastic.
The mini museum.
I think if you're a model railroad enthusiast, you dig stuff like that, or anybody that's into sort of minis when you're playing games. People love to create all those little miniature recreate. Sarah, were you hip to this museum?
Oh, yeah. I have some friends that work on the Victoria Clipper, so I've gone up there a few times, and they took me there. That was like the first place we went.
Was it awesome?
It was awesome. It was actually really cool. They have all different kind of scenes, and they have a lot of different war scenes. So if you're kind of into that, J-Rubs loves watching war documentaries and stuff. I was like, he would love this too. Yeah.
So everything's mini, and you learn about history.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really learn that
You
much.
just like look at the little things.
I just looked at everything. Yeah.
Well, Chuck, it's as it turns out, Sarah, it was great minds think alike, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. There you go. There goes Chuck, everybody. Kind of ruined Chuck's luck. He thought he had something.
Doesn't mean she can't go again.
Yeah, Sarah, go again. Chuck has reminded you to go again.
I will when I can. Right? Yeah.
Oh, that's a good point. You can't go.
Not right now.
Yeah, they're closed probably.
They are.
Yeah, it's not worth the effort. Yeah. Well, I mean,
you can't get across the border anyway.
Yeah. Unless it's like for an actual like legit reasons,
and that's not a legit reason. I want to go see the tiny figurines.
Hey, it's a legit reason for
I agree.
me. Yeah,
yeah. I don't think they'll let you in Canada or let you back. Actually, I would petition for them not to let you back. If they let you in, just say
thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So I just had text in. Hey, BJ, R.I.P. to Kevin and Bean. What's your thoughts on that?
You know, this is a. Well, first of all, yeah, R.I.P. to Kevin and Bean. A great radio show.
Iconic show.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 30 years of winning in one of the toughest cities you could try to win in. If you can't, making it in New York, making it in Los Angeles, if you are a successful broadcaster, I think they did get into the Radio Hall of Fame recently.
They did.
I never met Kevin.
Unlike us.
We tried to get in, but they wouldn't let us.
We're Hall of Fame losers.
Yeah. It's sad. But Bean retired, so to me, the Kevin and Bean show was over when Bean retired. Nothing
against
a few
the
months
current
ago,
crew.
right? Yeah. Nothing against the current crew,
No.
but that show wasn't going to be the same, obviously. And but Kevin's a very talented guy. I never got to meet Kevin, but of course we're friends with Bean because he used to do the show here from Seattle, and so he and I would get together frequently. And just a class guy. And I remember when I first got to radio here in Seattle. I was using a lot of Kevin and Bean's bits because they were really funny, but at least I gave him credit. I was like, hey, these guys in LA you got to check this out. And Bean was always like, I got to say, for a guy that steals our bits, at least you gave us credit. That's a class thing to do. Most people in radio wouldn't have even done that. And that's how he and I became friends. He was like, at least you mentioned our name, buddy.
The one thing I always knew about them, they gave us a bunch of people that were talented, like Jimmy Kimmel, Adam Carolla,
Chris Hardwick.
A lot of people went through their doors, so obviously they had a good eye for talent. But I always loved when they would do their Christmas record, and every year for a while they would do a record where they would get a bunch of alternative rock or current bands to contribute a Christmas song. I remember Harvey Danger got to do one time, and that was pretty awesome. But I think my favorite, still to this day, and Danny, you'll appreciate it because you're a big Blink-182 fan, they had that one Christmas song. I think they have a couple now, but I can't remember the name of it. But it was all because of Kevin and Bean asking these bands to go and record Christmas songs. I'm like, this is cool. These are actually artists that I like writing Christmas songs. Yeah. And it's a weird reason to remember or have any kind of connection to a show in LA because I don't really know anything about them other than they've obviously been killing it there for a long time.
Well, and I remember when they first got there, lots of controversy. They had a bit that they did that was very controversial, and they survived that. They also were in, when Mark and Brian and Howard Stern were in that market, Kevin and Bean still, they held their own and did really, really well. And, to do anything for 30 years, to be relevant for 30 years like Kevin and Bean was, is just an amazing accomplishment. And Bean is one of the nicest guys you'll ever want to meet. So, I'm glad they gave him a great send-off. And they're going to be missed. I mean, when you get great talent like that, no longer in the business for whatever reason, that is going to be a hole in our business, no doubt about it.
Well, and growing up for me, listening to K-Rock, because K-Rock, even though I was in Albuquerque, K-Rock was like my gold standard of radio at the time, because it was like that's who broke Pennywise, that's who broke Blink-182. All these bands went through K-Rock, and so I started listening to Kevin and Bean, and that's kind of how I started getting into morning radio, was wanting to listen to Kevin and Bean and streaming it, and when they could and stuff like that. It was just so
awesome.
great. Yeah.
It's they're going to sorely be missed, no doubt about it. It's not, definitely going to be tough for a lot of LA listeners, that's for sure.
Someone said, Steve, you just scared me. I thought you said Kevin and Ian, as in Metal Shop was canceled. I was about to be so sad. No, Kevin and Ian are fine.
They are still fine.
Yes.
We try to get. We've tried to get rid of them, but those guys keep coming back.
They keep punching us in the face.
Yeah, keep coming back with
their
a punch.
Brutal poetry.
Yes, they do.
I love those guys.
Yeah, Kevin and Ian are still here on The Rock. We're talking about Kevin and Bean, which actually, Bean retired some months ago, but then finally Kevin in the new show was let go recently. So
I think just yesterday or the day before.
Yeah. It's. Look, and the sucky thing is I've been out of work. It's never easy to not have a job in radio. It's just there's no sugarcoating that. It sucks. You really take it personally. You put your heart on your sleeve and you do this job, and look, it doesn't matter what your ratings are. You got listeners who love you, and they're going to miss you when you're gone, and that's tough for those folks that that was part of their morning routine as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So, but lots of love for Kevin and Bean, one of the greats in our industry, and in the Hall of Fame deservedly.
Someone said, Steve, being that you're the fourth goalkeeper for the NHL team, are we still getting a mascot name this month? I think I'm more like the fifth or the sixth. I think I've been bumped down a couple, but still in there. I'm still in there as a practice goalie when he doesn't feel well.
I feel like I hope they do, because if we're still in this situation, that we're going to need something to look forward to? You don't think so?
No, they said it. They're going to wait until after this passes. It's not what I think. It's what I know. They said they're going to look for the right time to reveal their name and brand. They've even pushed back the deferred payments that were due in April and June and May for those that purchased their premium seating. They're just kind of taking a pause because they know that this is a weird time for everybody.
Yeah, I can appreciate
that. I think our greatest priority is keeping people safe, according to Ty Wiki, supporting each other. We recognize the excitement around this, and we appreciate your patience because it's supposed to come down pretty soon.
Yeah.
But they've also just announced that they're donating $100,000 to Youth Care, which is a nonprofit addressing the youth homelessness as well. So they're just trying to,
that's the right thing.
The time is not now, and it sucks because you're right. I think a little good news would be nice.
Yeah.
But I get why they're going to wait.
Yeah, I can't fault them for that, and it's great that they're donating the money. Just another example of how cool it is to have the NHL in this city. Luckily, their debut isn't going to happen until a year from this fall. So,
right.
Plenty of time for everything to get taken care of. And
I was just happy yesterday the Devils won their simulated game against the Flames. They actually did this on
what?
Yeah,
what? You mean like on an NHL hockey game?
Yeah, they did it on it was the NHL 20.
Oh no!
And they did it live. They live streamed. The Devils did this. They live streamed the game against the Calgary Flames. But the whole time I'm just like, if they lose, I'm not happy. It's like this is a make-believe game, and you still lose.
But how's Calgary doing? Are they better than the Devils this year?
Everybody's better than the Devils.
Okay, I didn't want to say that out loud.
This is what they need to do. Like if football season comes around and nothing's going on, God forbid, pick a champion for each team and have them play Madden.
Dude, I would watch.
They've had Madden on ESPN before.
I'd watch the MLB that way.
Right? Yeah, you get MLB The Show, get some players, pick a player, and have them play.
That'd be kind of fun to watch once in a while.
It was funny seeing, the current Devils commenting on the PK Subban's let's go, and I thought that was kind of funny.
That is so cool.
You got to do something to help. There's really nothing sports wise other than obviously I'm a big wrestling fan, but I get that some sports purists aren't going to consider that a sport because it's predetermined, and I understand that. But at least they're still doing live content which is pretty cool. But on the flip side, this is kind of a fun thing. They were tied going into the third period, 3-3, and it's like you freaking lose a simulated game. I'm not happy.
So now Rev's idea is interesting, where you actually get the athletes to play, somebody from the Seattle Mariners taking on somebody from the Los Angeles Angels.
That
would be cool.
Right now, go pick up an old arcade stand-up of NBA Jam for the NBA season. Pick your champions, have them play it out, and just broadcast it that way.
Yeah, and it was, for Mariners fans that were really paying attention, and I can't remember the dude's name, and I don't know why I can't remember this dude's name, but he was the number 2 prospect in all of baseball. So there was a lot of excitement about this new outfielder that we were going to get to see play, because they're saying, he's one of the best to come along, and the fact that he's wearing the Mariners right now want somebody they can make a jersey of. Because if you walk by the Mariners team store, there's nobody there's no name
There's not that rock star. There's no Ichiro, Griffey,
and we lost
Martinez.
We lost our rock star in Felix last. He was the last one we had.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying that we don't have some really good players, but the thing is that, Kyle,
you don't have someone that's going to crack the top 20 in jersey
been injured.
sales.
He was the guy that had he not been injured, he might have been able to put up some numbers to be our rock star. This kid looks like he's the guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I wish I could remember his name, but I can't, and I don't have it in front of me, so I'm sorry, but I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. That's the tough part, but if we could see like a Kyle Seager take on a Mike Trout, but where they're both playing MLB show, that'd be kind of fun. I mean, what the hell else are they going to put on?
Right now, nothing. I think they're still showing the guy that's dumped a bunch of marbles down a dirt road.
Dude, I've watched that. I watched 3 races.
Cool.
I'm out of my mind.
Well, no, you're not the only one. Everybody's watching.
They're
this.
amazing.
You know what's so great about it is that the announcer calls it like the marbles are alive.
I mean, they're not alive? I thought they were.
Yeah, it is.
Can you find a clip Rev? Just so I get
it is, I mean, I have
called Marble League?
It's the Marbula One.
Marbula One.
Marbula One is what they're calling it, and it is pretty trippy. These courses they have are amazing, and they have home courses for all the marbles, and then they got marble fans in the stands, which of course they move the marbles around to make it look like they're cheering, and they have cheering effects, and the announcer really says, he's like, some of them decided to take the inside rather than the outside. That's a really bad decision. It's like, they're just damn marbles that are rolling.
I found it, and in progress.
Here we go.
Of the first sector. Oh, and a jaunt off the wall completely stops Yellop's momentum. Completely, I mean, just almost came to a stop. And that lets fall back to third place. Orangin up in front. Will they pick the right side, the correct side, of that little separation?
Really?
They come for the first time onto the front stretch.
And?
It's Orangin with a huge lead over Bolt. Momo holding in fourth place over Lime and Hive. Rojo Uno and Rapidly, who is our leader in the individual championship, comes in 8th.
Yeah, and it's hysterical. This guy takes it so seriously. Like, these guys are, like, the marbles actually can pick a direction on the track to go in.
They found the right guy to do the play-by-play.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's a one-man show, but
Sounds
the tracks are impressive. You know what I mean? I don't know. They do a good job with it. And I was like, well, why not? And, and I'm not the only one.
No, dude, everybody's talking about it. Not everybody, you know what I mean. That's
good
an
for Marbula One. And it's hysterical because I watched like 3 different races and they have different home tracks, which is just including it's just, here's the sand pit and they just have like a brown sort of rough looking part of the track that they made to look like a sand pit.
Hell, Norm just tweeted us saying NASCAR's doing racing on iRacing. They stream it live. I haven't watched it yet though. I saw that too. They're doing like the virtual racing as well.
All right. We've got to do something. I really, really think that what we should do is have the major league professional players, whoever they might be in every sport, and it counts. Like, you know what I mean?
Totally.
Have each game
count.
Make it count so that when they start the season, it's like, okay, yeah, why not? You pick the topic, you guide the show. It's Listeners on the Loose. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999. More of your calls, more of your texts at 935 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic, you guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
So on text, BJ's reminder, there are still people out here who are working. Police, firefighters, city workers, garbage collectors. I work for the DOT, driving in my work truck this morning. I found myself crying for no reason. Then I got scared. I have 4 kids, one of whom has immune system issues. I'm scared that any of them, obviously they would die or I could die. There's a lot of scare going on right now. And he says, though, when you guys played that audio of the flute player in Italy, it helped. I'm laughing through the tears. Please don't stop what you guys are doing. It is important. Not sure if you can, I can make it through the day without you guys.
Well,
the Italy lady with the flute was pretty awesome.
Yeah. We might have to play her again.
We should.
Yeah. And I just will say this. We talked earlier, like, why are we here? Because I know a lot of people go, hey, everybody shouldn't be. There are people that need to go do their jobs. We have an important job. We really do. Number one,
we are heroes.
We are heroes. We really are. Mm-hmm. We do. For a lot of reasons, because first of all, the government has radio stations here, so if we can provide information, we'll do it. And secondly, like that listener said, we got to put smiles on people's faces. There's a lot of, look, just the news is what the news is. And I'm not, it's just going to be tough that's why you need us, so we can throw some smiles on your face, because we're not going to be doom and glooming the whole time. we're going to be,
because sometimes people are nonstop. I have to say, social media shockingly will cause people to argue because everyone's so headstrong about their opinions. I mean, you just need a break from that. I mean, we're all a little like confused and concerned and really don't know what the future holds with this. I mean, how long is this going to take? Everybody's life is kind of put on pause because of this. Or some people, they continue to party in Florida, but that's Florida.
I know that's just young, stupid people who, for whatever reason, they're just selfish. They're ignorant. I don't know what it is. Drunk always contributes to intelligent thinking. But more importantly, there are people in Italy who, think that they can play the flute when they can't.
He used an empty jug, like a milk or water jug, and just nailed the recorder or flute, whatever it was. And then she starts trying to hit him back with the empty jug and also like kind of tries to stab him with the flute. It's the funniest thing.
She was like, it was interesting. Are you using the jug as a shield and are you going all medieval with that flute? We don't know, King Arthur. And he's just like, I don't want to hear that. I'm quarantined with you. I don't want to hear you play that recorder badly. I can't. And that just goes to show you, you got to watch out when you're in close quarters with your family.
Somebody want to say, hey, did you hear about that Miami Heat player? He's a rookie, and he already pretty much spent his first $1 million, and it didn't take him very long. I did see the story, and it's amazing, dude.
He went crazy.
His name is, he is a hero, Tyler Hero, or Hero, 2 R's.
Hero!
He's 20 years old. He got a 2-year contract. I guess $7.4 million of it guaranteed.
Oh,
yeah. And obviously the season already stopped, but he's obviously not going to have a hard time paying his bills. But man, he talks about how he spent his first $1 million. He bought a $200,000 Mercedes and a $60,000 customized Jeep Wrangler. Sad that I'm more excited about the Jeep Wrangler than the Mercedes.
Yeah. Well, still, that's not, that's still only a quarter of it for the most part.
Then he bought new clothes, about $85,000 worth.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
He's a big fan of the brand Dior.
Yeah. Oh, Christian Dior?
I guess.
Okay, all right.
Can you get it at Macy's? That's what I need to know.
Dior is a fancy brancy name. It is.
He rented an apartment in Miami for $60,000 a year. He has a personal chef for $20,000 a year.
Yep.
And then he also bought a $5,000 Gucci purse for his mom. He bought his dad a $40,000 GMC truck.
Okay.
He bought his mom a Porsche for $80,000.
Whoa.
Man, this is amazing.
He is just, he's giving back to the economy. As long as...
I would be the same way, though.
Yeah, look, if you're getting $7 million guaranteed, then spending $1 million doesn't seem like that bad of an idea. But he's going to get only, $7 million if the government takes their 40%. He might be lucky if he gets $4 million gross, net back.
Poor guy. He even writes, coming from no money to having a lot of money, I knew I was going to have to get a financial advisor.
Yeah, that's a good call.
At least he had his moment where he's just like, okay, I'm going balls out. I'm going to buy everything. I do the same. You still got... $3-something million, and you're going to be making more. You're going to be. He's 20 years old. He's going to be making a lot of money for a while.
Yeah, I would like to see him buy some property with that.
He did.
He bought. I thought you said he was renting something.
Yeah, but he owns now a car and a truck.
That cars depreciate badly. Yeah, that's not a good investment.
So, do you want to know how much a T-shirt costs from that brand Dior?
Okay,
I'm going to go $200.
$750.
Get out!
A T-shirt with a basketball on it.
That's where you got to. Is that? Am I right? Is it Christian Dior?
Yeah.
It is. Okay, so that's $80,000 worth of clothes right there.
You can have my friend Keith at Anchor Prints and be like, "Hey, can you just make that for me?"
Yeah, right.
And it'll cost me $20.
Yeah, it's probably not the same quality.
Well, I'm sure mine will be better quality.
Oh, you think?
Look, this newspaper one's $1,000.
Hey, see, just $1,000 for a T-shirt. Come on, buddy.
Looks like a newspaper.
Yeah, it does. Mm-hmm.
How great is the fabric, you think, BJ, because it's $700?
Listen, I know I've been enlightened to the fact that, there's good fabric out there. Clothes last a long time. I don't know if they're $700 worth, but, you can tell the difference between well-made clothes and clothes that we get for discount prices, but the markup's insane.
That clothes better last a long time, and it better work its way below the belt line and take care of me every once in a while. That's a lot of money.
I have to agree with this.
I don't think I want my clothes accosting me. And then, of course, the cleaning bills are going to just be ridiculous if that's going to happen.
Well, if you can afford a $700 shirt, you can afford to have it dry cleaned.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, those poor dry cleaners.
I couldn't even imagine saying, hey, How much do you think my shirt cost?
Yeah. I wonder if that includes tapering. I hope that includes, like tailoring and all that.
Let's see. Click on it. Tell you what sizes you can pick.
Because you guys like that never just buy a size and leave it. They always get them tailored.
These are all based on sizes. You can get
so
extra small, medium, large.
No tailoring with that?
Doesn't look like it.
Oh yeah, you got to get tailoring, man. If you're his kind of guy. Remember that dude we had to do? We were Bob Rivers' kid Keith had us do the little movie thing that we were doing.
Yes.
And I accidentally took the guy's shirt because I thought it was my shirt.
Yeah, there's a big difference in the price range.
No doubt about it. Yeah. His was tailored as well. I mean, it was specifically, that's why he looks so good in that shirt. And then the stupid white shirt I got from J.C. Penney that I brought. Yeah, I took the wrong shirt. It was it might have been like a $500 difference.
Accidentally.
Yeah, well, he was a lot skinnier than me, so I couldn't do anything with it.
Oh.
So I said, Steve, today is my dog Bella's 10th birthday. Can't you get a birthday shout out from Lulu?
No.
Oh, yeah, of course.
No. And can I, by the way, be pissed at Danny?
What did Danny do?
Because, I mean, look, I'm taking 2 days off to make sure that I was okay, quarantine.
Yeah, you and your allergies.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I know that's what I had, but I still had to quarantine. Be sure. Then all I'm seeing all over Facebook is all the dog pictures that Danny encouraged people to get sent.
That was fantastic.
BJ and Migs Twitter or the BJ and Migs page. Just make sure to tag BJ in the pictures because he loves them.
Didn't it help your mood?
No. It really irritated me.
It helped your mood in one way.
I was so pissed. I was like, I don't care about your stupid dogs.
Dogs are like the world's greatest creation.
I know, and it's the exact opposite for me. It's what am I going to do? This is what life has dealt me. What everybody else sees as joy, I see as a pain in my ass. And Danny just, as a troll, wants to throw them up in front of me. So, Danny, I'm going to come up with something that you're going to hate, and I'm going to throw probably pineapple pizza. Tag Danny for all the pictures of pineapple pizza.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So, Migs, thanks for the recommendation on the TV show, Dave. I watched it this morning on the Crapper. It's hilarious.
Well, there you go.
It's a 30-minute show.
That's a long sit session.
You think that's someone at work just trying to hide from everybody?
Possibly.
That's awesome.
They need a squatty potty in their life, just saying.
And you don't want
a padded seat.
Don't sit. Yes. No, it's not good to sit on the crapper that long.
Well, you can sit on a chair for that long.
That's different than the hammer.
Well, maybe he really wasn't.
Hemorrhoids, dude.
I understand that. I don't need the...
Well, if you do, then why you say it's the same as a chair?
Well, for all we know, he didn't really sit on there like with his pants down. Maybe he just put the seat down, the main seat, and just sat on like a bench.
Oh, the hideout. Yeah, sure. Not that Steve has done that in his life, the hideout.
Well, not here. I don't need to do that here.
No, you should just fall asleep in meetings, and it's actually accepted. It's no problem.
And we don't have the cool top part of the seat where you can sit like that.
That's why do you think they took him off?
Probably.
Yeah, because they're like, we'll show Steve. He's not going to fall asleep. Not at least in the bathroom.
He's like, oh, they recommended this show. I should just now kill time at work and go on the crapper and watch it.
And if he was actually using it, it's just like, oh... I don't know. Is that a compliment for a show? Hey, you know what? You helped me go to the bathroom better. Your show is so good.
You know, for that show, I feel like they would like it.
They probably would.
Because it's just so irreverent. Reverent. Yeah.
Yeah, it's irreverent. It's very relevant, but irreverent. You're right.
Yeah.
Good job, buddy.
Good stuff. Yeah. I think you'll like it.
It's Listeners on the Loose. You pick the topic. You guide the show. 206-421-ROCK. Text us at 77999.
Someone said earlier we were talking about things that you're bad at, but you keep doing. It's all because of that lady who's terrible at playing the recorder or the flute, but kept playing it.
Is she really that bad? Yeah.
They say, I suck at video games. All of them. But I play them all the time. I don't care. It relaxes me. Well, that and the weed, LOL.
Well, if you can get through a video game, you're not that bad. That's what I would say. You know, maybe you're not the greatest in the world, but if you can get to the end of the game, then you're not that bad. My problem was when Xbox came out and the PS2, 3, 4, and 17, when they came out, I couldn't even get through the first part of the game. I just couldn't do it.
Buttons.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. And that to me was just like the sad day of my life. It was like I'm done with video games. I can't believe it.
But what about like Grand Theft Auto? You don't really have to be good at that game. You can just enjoy running people over and then just do that for the entire time. It's very stress relieving.
Yeah, if you could even drive the car. I can't drive the car, Steve. It's just, I mean, God, it's so frustrating that I used to be the video game king. I PC game my butt off, and of course, Atari and Intellivision and the first Nintendos. I can't do any of them now. I just can't run those controllers. It's just, I'm like my father who couldn't figure out stuff, and he was trying to play games with me, and I'd laugh at him, and now it's all come back to haunt me. I used to laugh at him as a teenager, and he would look at me. He would go, "Someday you'll see," and he was right.
Somebody texted, wanted to know, have you ever tried something that you were completely terrified of doing, but when you did it, you realized it was awesome? For me, it was riding a horse.
Ooh,
wow.
Yes,
That's terrifying.
I did do that, and I'm like him. I have a fear of heights, but I did it anyway. It was terrifying until it wasn't.
Really?
Yeah, it was like really awesome once I got over the fear of being up that high and that the horse was going to throw me all over the place.
Oh, you were on a flying horse.
Yeah, well, dude, I had one horse that wouldn't stop. And she was telling me what to do.
Did you use a safe word?
I tried kicking it, smacking it.
Pineapple.
Apparently, when you pull back the reins, that's not, I don't know, but I couldn't do. It's like
kicking it will make it go faster.
I know. I realized that quickly, Vicky.
I was terrified of riding a donkey once, but when I did it was pretty fun.
Oh,
that was a weird experience. I got to do donkey racing at Emerald Downs.
Was it an actual donkey or was it somebody on your hockey team?
Both. Yeah,
Okay.
It was Munson. It was my buddy Munson. He was drunk. I was drunk.
Those beer shower scenes I don't need anymore.
It was a great time.
It was a blast.
A donkey's not as high as a horse.
No.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to ride a horse.
Yeah. Anything else that you tried that you were like, oh my God, I can't
Acid.
believe it. Acid.
How'd that work out for you?
I would say for me, ayahuasca, because it was my first. I was afraid.
Yeah.
And boy, I had a lot of reasons to be afraid first time I had ayahuasca because it's trippy, just like any hallucinogenic would be.
We were afraid of, and obviously it's you think about now having with Kobe, and it's awful. But like at the time when we went to Hawaii about a couple years ago, maybe we did a helicopter tour for like the Jurassic Park helicopter tour.
Oh, such a beautiful
and
tour.
And both my wife and I were like, oh, helicopters, because you just
you don't know.
You get that fear, but once we got in and realized just how smooth it was, we were like, oh, this is awesome.
Yeah, the view of a helicopter, the ride of a helicopter, you just have such a beautiful, gorgeous view that a plane doesn't give you.
And it's kind of intimate, if that makes not like not in a naughty way, but like there's just it's like 5 of us flying.
Steve in a helicopter, he's going up.
Hang loose, brah. That's what the pilot did.
Oh, is that what the pilot did?
Yeah.
And you were like, oh, we're cool.
Yeah, we hung loose.
Oh, all right. Good job hanging loose.
What about you, Vicky?
I don't think I've done anything recently. I know that I really would love to go bungee jumping, but because I'm terrified of it.
Oh my God!
But it's like I kind of want to do it, but
yeah, that's passed me by. I'm not old. I'm not young enough to do that anymore. I'll let you do it.
All right.
Plus, you look really. I think you look so silly and funny, bungee jumping, bouncing all over the place.
That would be funny.
Yeah, I want to see that. All right.
Okay, maybe I won't do it.
Okay. Here's a question for you. What do Ryan Castle and a cow have in common? You're going to find out at 9:52 on The Rock.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW. And now, the Ryan Castle question of the day.
What do Ryan Castle and a cow have in common?
This guy once that stole a cow, and then his friend tried to make it with the cow, and Bill Murray was like, I got to party with you, cowboy.
All right.
That's from Stripes.
Yeah. Dude, wow, that's old school, man. Way old school.
That's weird. I was just thinking about the movie Stripes.
Lighten up, Francis.
Here's a nice text. They both provide the creamer for Miggs's coffee.
Yeah, they do.
You're welcome.
Woo! Lactation. Police in Florida, they've been trying to track down a loose cow ever since it escaped back in January. So, we got the virus to worry about, and now we get this loose cow. Now you'll be like, well, how difficult is it to find a cow? Well, the department says, you know what? This cow is faster than it looks. Wow. It's a speedy cow. And after 2 months, they finally spotted this cow on Tuesday, and they were eventually able to capture it.
It's hiding with its camouflage.
Thank you. Wow, the virus has not slowed you down.
That's better than anything that Jimmy Fallon did on his porch monologue yesterday.
I'll be here till 2 o'clock.
Oh, yeah, just till 2.
He'll be quarantined in here.
Yeah, try the veal. Ryan Castle, he's up next with the Morning 12 pack.
BJ and Migs play of the day.
Oh, shout out to someone who listens to the Migs cast who remixed the poop song.
Oh, did they make it better?
Well, yeah, they added some beats to it.
Oh, I got to hear that. Oh, it does sound better. I'm excited. I've heard enough. I love it. Yeah.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How much does bankruptcy cost?
Well, bankruptcy costs, of course, vary depending on what type of case you're filing. There's a certain amount of court costs and other out-of-pocket costs that you're going to have in any case. The filing fees in a bankruptcy case are about $300, whether you file Chapter 7 or Chapter 13. One of the things to watch out for when you're shopping for bankruptcy attorneys or looking at the different cost options is that a lot of times, especially the really cheap places, don't tell you up front about all the court costs and whatnot that you're going to have to pay in addition to the attorney fees. So make sure that you get the full picture when you're comparing prices of bankruptcy lawyers on what the attorney fees are, how much your court costs are going to be, so that you can really make a true comparison.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Get Macy's lowest prices of the season on specials for cooler weather, like cute boots and booties starting at $27.99. And warm new coats for all, 50 to 60% off. And get cafe-style coffee at your fingertips with select Nespresso bundles for only $124.99, now at Macy's. Plus, get your Macy's order faster when you pick up curbside or in store. Or try same-day delivery powered by DoorDash. Savings off sale and clearance prices, exclusions apply.